Hello, hello. I'm here to share something a little personal tonight. About 8 or 10 months ago, woke up, thought I was having an effing midlife crisis. Basically turned out that it felt like my job, what I did for a living, was not really making any sense, providing no value. But what I figured out, by God, we were being invaded by aliens. I blame them. 85 million of them. And by God, they were hitting our cities, our towns, and our countries, and they were going to make it into our houses very, very soon. So I had this as an excuse. So basically, what do these aliens look like? What do they talk about? They call themselves the echo bombs. They're all about communicating and collaborating. Highly networked, highly tech savvy, extremely powerful, loaded with ass loads of information, more than you and I can ever get a hold of. So basically, their threat is they want to make business mutually beneficial to brands as well as consumers. For real. So what I'm saying here is that there's no way. Business is for money. So if we don't do this, they said they're going to strip our brands butt naked. They're going to strip our brands naked. So to prove I'm not crazy, I went and talked to Antonio, our eyewitness guy. He says if we don't hide our brands, hide our products, and hide our fucking agencies, we're done. So this is for real. So basically what I found out also is these aliens, they're not really vicious and malicious. They're not here for death and destruction. They just don't want the damn status quo anymore. They don't want it. This is their mantra. They're tired of it. They want something different. So, all that being said, enough of the drama. I'm Tim Engle, like I said, but basically I've been doing communications for 20 years. I've been trying to connect brands and consumers together to create something real and real trusting. I believe today, in this time and age, we're on the brink of something really big. So, the aliens turned out to be the echo boomers. It's millennials, and it's Gen Ys. How many we got in the room? A bunch, I bet. Right, so you guys are going to be 100 million by 2015. You carry $185 billion in purchase power next year alone. That's insane. So, you guys grew up thinking Leonardo da Vinci was a turtle. I thought he was a Renaissance artist. I had to wait all year to see Willy Wonka. You guys could see it anytime because your grandma gave the DVD. So, basically, I had to go to camp 2 weeks out of the year to try to meet somebody interesting from somewhere else. You guys can get on Facebook and Twitter and find somebody new anytime you want to. If you want to search for something, my ass had to go to the library to Encyclopedia Britannica to find something out. You guys can search Google. So really, as Dylan said in '64, basically, times were changing, and they were changing. But I'm telling you, now they're changing even more. These people, you boomers, basically have a lot of power. You can steer the car. If we try to get it back from you, you're going to run from us big time. So basically, I grew up thinking in my advertising world, I'd wear great suits and drink at lunch and talk about the great manipulation I perceived that day. So basically, it's not about doing great stuff, it's about doing even more. So the corporations got to get out of the ivory towers. We got to get out of the big conference rooms. We got to get on the street and talk to you guys. We got to collaborate, we got to engage, and we got to listen to you. So that's really what it's all about, because you guys are the king now. So anybody here play Mousetrap? Was it ever as good as it was on TV and on the box? Hell no it wasn't. Because what happened is the damn ball got stuck in the tub, the thing wouldn't fall down, and it sucked. So if that happened today, it would go on Twitter and Facebook, that game would get crushed. So basically, we need dialogue, not monologue. Quick story. My girlfriend takes her daughter shopping. They're shopping for stuff. Great stuff's going by. Nothing's happening. The daughter stops her and says, look, I love what you're showing me, but if you let me find it, it'll be a shitload better. So basically, what I'm saying here is what we used to call consumers in our day, the target audience. Like they had a bullseye back here. It's like we were hunting them down. Let's not do that anymore. Let's treat them like where we're growing and cultivating that relationship. So how do we do this? Well, let's take the cotton ball out of our ears, put it in our mouth, shut up for a little bit. Let's listen to you guys. Let's see if we can learn something, engage in a conversation, and find out some common ground. So if we do that, we might get some trust. So we have to have some trust. Now, how do we do this for real? I have no clue. But what I do know, I have one idea, and that's all I got. And it is basically, if we take the brands, the consumers, and the marketers, let's get in a real room, shut the door, don't turn lights on, and let's talk and figure out how we can collaborate. Let's figure out the real way to communicate. So I have one other idea, and all it is, it's a name. It's an aha box. That's all I got. It's just a name. I invite you, I challenge you, and I welcome you to go there and let's get together, figure out what the communication is. Let's try to reinvent marketing. Let's try to reinvent the way we communicate together and make it better for everybody involved. Thank you.